My surefire method for a perfect roast chicken every single time.
What you're gonna need is one chicken. This one is 4 pounds, olive oil, 2 lemons, salt and pepper, and rosemary and thyme. I like to use these sort of firmer herbs as opposed to parsley or basil or things like that. Even though those leafier, waterier herbs have such great flavor, these sort of more textured ones are gonna hold up better because the oven's gonna be at really high heat. So I prefer these two, rosemary and thyme. And the most important piece of my roast chicken method is that I think spatchcocking the chicken always makes the best chicken. So I'll show you how to do it. And first things first, I'm just gonna pat it extremely dry with paper towels because again, the oven's gonna be really hot and we want the chicken to get really nice and brown, and any moisture in the skin is gonna compromise the integrity of the brown chicken. So we want it to be as dry as possible. And I know some people are really squeamish about raw chicken, and I really get it, but I'm just gonna offer a sort of hot take that if you can eat something, it is best for you to be able to be in touch with it in its raw state. You know, in a lot of other countries, chickens are sold still with feathers on them, or, you know, they still have remnants of the life this gorgeous chicken led. And in those places, people are often very in tune with their food and where it comes from and how it's affecting their bodies. And it is just my hot take that if you can eat it, it is best for you and for the world if you can be intimate with it in its raw state. Just trust me, get past it. I know you can do it. So now for removing the backbone. So this is the breast side, this is the back. I just score along the little backbone here. And then I take my kitchen shears and just kind of go for it. Sorry, I'll stop the sound. I know that's not everybody's thing. Really quickly, I'm also going to just slice one of my lemons into nice little rounds like that. And I like to use a cast iron skillet for my roast chicken. I've also done this with a sheet pan, a roasting pan, kind of everything there is. But I find that the way that the cast iron conducts heat really supports a nice brown, golden, crispy skin chicken. So that's why I use this. Then I take my lemon slices and I just lay them down in my pan flat. And then the chicken goes right on top of the lemon slices. And it fits nice, snug as a bug in a rug. Now she's in here just like that. And we're going to very generously salt both sides, the top and the bottom. The salt is going to do a few things. One, the salt is going to obviously penetrate the bird and make it really juicy and delicious. But also, I think that the salt really supports also that brown crispy skin. So that's another reason why we love that. And also when you're working with poultry, I always do a touch chicken hand, don't touch chicken hand for the salt. Salt's here still on its breast side down. I gave it a little pepper, and I'm also gonna just give this side a nice drizzle of olive oil before I flip it back so that we can focus on the crispy skin. It's time for the herbs. I'm going to just take a bunch of rosemary and thyme off of these stems. What a rogue. Rosemary. Okay, so just take them off the stems and then we're gonna chop them. So quick. Okay, so I'm gonna take these really fine herbs and just put them in my little bowl here. And this is where we're gonna make our really nice, oily, herby, tasty mixture to put right on the skin of this chicken. So I have my chopped herbs in here, and I'm going to add enough oil where I don't want the herbs to be like swimming in it. I want it to be almost like a paste consistency, if you will. I have the 2 end pieces from the lemon that I have sliced under the chicken, and I'm just going to, in an effort to not be wasteful, look how much juice comes out right just of the end. But then I also have another whole lemon that I'm gonna just squeeze right in there. I put my hand here to catch the seeds. And then just let her rip right on top of the skin, all over the thighs, the breasts, the legs. Gotta get a little bit everywhere, or a lot of it. There she is, she's ready. And my magic numbers that work every single time are 425 degrees for 45 minutes. I'm still gonna check the internal temp of the chicken with a kitchen thermometer when time comes. You want it to be 165 for a cooked chicken, but on my oven, this 425, 45 minutes works like a charm. Bye-bye. The chicken it looks stunning, I gotta say, but it needs 10 minutes to rest. When you hear people talking about resting proteins, it's so that all the juices that are inside there have a moment to settle after it's off the heat. And the juices, when they have that time to settle, they will stay inside the chicken and not all over your cutting board. So you will be left with a gorgeous, juicy chicken breast. So let's let her hang for a minute. I'm gonna make a quick salad. My salad is just a super duper basic kale, lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper, and some grated pecorino right on top. Perfect to go with the roast chicken. Let's carve this bad boy. I do not discriminate between dark and light meat. I like a little bit of both. So I'm gonna formulate a nice little plate that includes both. I also always take off the little wing just to make sure it's like not poisonous. It's really good. I love to just take a little bit of these pan juices and spoon it right over the top. Oh, yummy. Look at that and listen to that stunning New York City construction. Gorgeous. All right, let's give it a taste. Excuse the construction. My dog's gonna bark because he wants some. It's really juicy and flavorful. You taste the lemon, the herbs. Louie, this dog.
Louie, are you looking for a bite of chicken? Does Louie want a bite of chicken?
And this little kale salad is such a good accompaniment. Perfect lunch, perfect dinner. Enjoy.